Hey, what's up, guys? Whew. All right. So, what's going on, everybody? Oh, yeah. Can you guys hear me okay? Yeah, we did. We got robbed. Not a huge robbery, but petty theft. I'll get into it. BBM. Okay, cool. Great. How's everybody doing? AKA Snug, how you doing, buddy? We got TSA, Baby Boy, Snug, or someone dropped out. It's coming back. So, yep, looks like it. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Oh, so how's everybody doing? Everybody out there get their did they get their diamonds in the mail yet? I got mine, as you can see. Oh, baby boy, what's going on? How you doing? Um, it looks like I'm finally going to be getting your stuff sent back to me this week. If I don't know if you've been keeping up with the tracking. Yeah, it's pewter actually. I think when you look at it in the light, it almost looks silver, and then it starts turning. So it's actually a pretty cool color, and it's one TSA. It's a color you don't see you don't see all that often, because they call it some kind of silver, but actually it's pewter. So I like it. Yeah, TSA, right? I sent you an email for anyone who wants to know what's going on. I sent TSA an email because he got two of these fairly quick, and when I decided to pull the trigger, it was well, I did it on Thanksgiving. It was ordered on Thanksgiving, and I didn't expect it on Sunday. I expected it Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. These guys ship fast. So, yeah, it looks like it's silver in all the pictures. And then as soon as you get the right light on it, you can really see it's in between, like copper and silver. It's a little bit of both. Uh, cool choice for a finish, I think. And this was actually the one that Philip McKnight said he would pick. So I now I understand why. This is definitely a unique color. You're not going to see it on every guitar, like black, red, yellow, all that. So yeah, so it looks. I just had time to tune it up. I opened my door today as I was on my way out to work, and it was there. So I brought it upstairs. I opened it up. I took a picture, and I went to work. And when I got home, I had to set this up, so I barely had time with it. I noodled on it for 5 minutes, and I tuned it up. That was it. Thanks, TSA. It definitely is cool. It definitely is. It's the pickups are pretty good. How are the pickups on yours? Is there anybody else besides TSA who ordered one of these? Um, but wait, and it sounds thick. The pickups, if you notice, they don't have slugs, right? So sorry, they're all slugs. There's no adjustables. They do, right? They're actually pretty good pickups. I like them. And I think they're Alnico 5 magnets. I'm not hearing anything that in them that sounds like it's got ceramic magnets. I definitely think these are actually pretty good pickups. Yeah, that's unfortunate, Snug. Well, I got plans coming up. You might end up with a guitar sooner or later anyway. JMK is in the house. How you doing, buddy? What's going on? So before we get into the story, I figured I'd show you guys the guitar. Right, this is what I got. from World Music Supply. And TSA ended up getting, I think, 2 in the family, right? One, I think, was TSA's, and the other, I think, was for family members. But sounds good. Yeah, TSA. It's almost a color shift. It's kind of more of a mind game. You think it's one thing, and then you get closer, and then it's looks like something else. I'm sorry to hear that, baby boy. Hopefully, you can get them sold soon. So, if anybody's watching, Baby Boy does his own thing. He sells his guitars on eBay, and he mods some inexpensive guitars, and he does a pretty good job on it too. So if you're looking for something special that's a bit unique, check out his eBay store. Okay. So hopefully we can help you get out of that problem. Me and my son both got boleros. Okay, yeah. What colors? I was thinking about picking up that blue. That blue is so bright it pops. Snug, none of us need another guitar. Don't tell nobody. Don't tell anybody's girlfriends, especially. So, um, yeah, this is a great grab, guys. They still have a few of these guitars, and I was looking at these, and I started doing the math. They're saying 65 to 80% off. It's more like 50 to 70. Either way, best deal going. Well, maybe as much as 85 because some of those guitars, the ones that went first, were $1,000 guitars. And they were still selling for $149, $300, that kind of stuff. So they were getting 70 to 80% off. Yeah, for sure. Nice. I like the denim blue. It looks different. Everybody's got the same bright blue, but the denim blue, it's a little more subtle. I like it. And my only concern, how bright is the purple? I was worried that the purple would be too dark. But I guess you answered that already. You said they both pop. So awesome. Flame maple. Yeah, and I think those are actual 1/4 inch tops um and not veneers. Okay. If you ever get the opportunity to take the pickup out by the neck, take a look and see. Boom. That's a buy. This one isn't even near that. This one was 400 originally, but it was for me the best option because I wanted a 24 fret guitar. And none of the 24 fret guitars were higher end when I got there. Nice. The carved top, yeah. Um, yeah, someone was saying I was watching somebody when they got theirs that it wasn't this one, it was like the higher end version of this, I think. Uh, they're actually 1/4 inch tops at around $1,000. So I would check. Right. And theirs is carved too, right? It's carved like this one. And that's where they said they could tell because it was you still had the veneer here and you had it here, but it was obviously cut. I don't know. So yeah, so turns out these deals are legit. Nothing to worry about as far as I can tell, right? And I've had other people report to me that they're getting good guitars. These aren't coming out of the box with lots of problems. I can't find a flaw in this one at all. And this is right out of the box. Look at that. All right. Nothing. Okay. Um, it's a 1/4 inch maple. Okay, so a 1/4 inch would still be a veneer, but it'd be a thick veneer. So that's all right. Well, I guess it's the best of both worlds. Yeah, they were a batch. The ownership changed hands, baby boy. So the new owners, they got this batch of guitars, which was built during COVID and then kind of left in limbo. So rather than gamble on them and maybe worry, and they were worried about having way too many returns. They decided to blow them out and not have to have any responsibility on with them. And it looks like they're going to be getting more guitars and doing more moving forward. But this was just to get rid of what they deemed bad guitars. But they're actually pretty solid guitars. These pickups kick. They definitely kick. And the neck, I got to tell you, it doesn't feel like everything else. It's still narrow here, but it's a bit thick at the top, and it gets a little wider here and a little flatter. Not a whole lot. It's not meant to be a super skinny neck, but it's not a fat neck either. Although is, it's like a slimmer version of a thick neck. I don't know. Maybe that helps. Built in China, not Korea. Yeah. Yes. This was the batch that was made in China, I think, for the original owners, and then the company got sold. And divest yourself of as much as you can in the beginning. I guess play it safe. You know what I mean? And we benefit. So if anybody out there is still looking for these, get one now. If they're still waiting, get one now. Yeah. Yeah, that would be cool. That would be cool. An interesting thing to know. Uh, Even if you just want to know for yourself, right? But if it's 1/4 inch, I think a 1/4 inch is still technically considered a veneer, even though it's considered a really thick veneer. And that's why some of the fenders that have rosewood fretboards, there's the thick ones, and then there's the veneers, and the veneers are like or were originally a 1/4 inch before they were like processed. Excuse me. Snug, they're really going like crazy. When I saw Phil McKnight's video before I even made my video, there were 30 in the available of this one in his video. When I got mine, this was one of 6. And by the time I was done, there were 5. But it looks like people are going through the catalog from the best deals, like the highest end ones at the best deals, and then working their way down and just buying them up that way. Because I was watching, because I watched Phil's video, I went back and did research for my video, and then I was looking around while I was shopping. So I could see this going down, down, down. And yeah, it's going to be sooner rather than later that they're going to be out of stock. But the less expensive ones still have a good amount, or they did when last time I was there. All right, TSA. You ordered the violet, but they sent the purple. So okay, so I don't know. Maybe that's actually the flaw. Maybe it was supposed to be violet, but it ended up being purple. I don't know. Still awesome, and you're perfectly happy. So that's great. That's great. I got to turn this. I got a heater on in here because whoo, it's cold outside. All right, there we go. So yes, I am very happy with this so far. I've just had it now for a few minutes. So yeah, I'm gonna do a review on it eventually. So look for that. Um, so I got a couple of things I was thinking we could do, but let's talk about what I had in the title. So you guys know that I actually have water slides. I ordered water slides, right? I designed the logo for the headstock using RJS as the brand name, and has a lot of the stuff, a lot of the autism symbols in it. I basically made through layers a rainbow infinity symbol with butterflies on one side. It was really nice, really sweet, and just really thin, the brand name in the middle. So actually, let me show you, because we can go over to Instagram. I'm going to show you this guy because what happened was I found this guy on, I'm almost 100% sure it was Etsy. Okay, I have to go double check. And I figured Etsy, he's legit, so no problem. So I ordered from him, but we did it through Instagram because it was a small order. Okay, not a big deal. Okay, we'll do it that way. I'm still paying through PayPal, so I'm covered there. All right, so we do it, and well, here, let me show you. Let me get you over there. All right, so you guys can see everything. So this is the guy. I don't know if you could see that, or if I'm up in the corner covering it. I actually think I'm on the bottom over here somewhere. So straight up RC, okay, Chris G. I ordered from this guy. Everything seemed legit, and this is what I ordered. What do you guys think of that? So, what do we got here? Okay, I did find a flaw in the finish on the back, but it takes all right, minor blemish, simple enough reason to be B stock. Also, the 665 pots, but they look small. All right, so they're the Chinese pots. They probably are 500K, although they could be 250. How warm is it? How warm is the tone? That should be the question. Because 500K, I think that yeah, brighter than 250, right? All right, so I ordered this from this guy. Okay, um, my little rainbow, and told me he can make three of them for $15, and I sent them to him. I sent the money to him through PayPal. And let me move things forward a little bit. All right, we discussed this for a while, and let's see. Okay. We discussed this. Like I said, we're here on Instagram. We discussed everything on Instagram. And then he's like, yeah, we'll just do this on PayPal. It's easy. So, and then somewhere along the line, he tells me he's got cancer. Okay. Potential red flag, but could be legit. Don't want to be disrespectful. And I wasn't really thinking of anything at the time. Right. See, he's even got these made up. Okay. Those are the three that I was supposed to buy. I sent them the money and I still haven't gotten them. And that was, they were ready on November 8th. And then I got distracted. I think, yeah. So here we go. So November 16th, he said he's going to ship them out. He says they're on November 18th, they shipped out. Well, today's the first day of December. So that's about 2 weeks. Tomorrow will be 2 weeks. So I'm gonna get this guy. I'm gonna get him, but now I got to find somebody else for that. Not a huge deal, but it does kind of slow things down just a little bit. So I figured I have to let you guys know. Right. That's the kind of thing I'm thinking, Snug. I got a guitar in like 2 days. I got a guitar that was ordered on Thanksgiving Day, delivered at my house on that following Sunday. Okay. So I should have had it already. Yeah. So this guy's definitely on the far. I call it on being on the far end of sus at this point. He's just at the edge of you're a piece of shit. You just stole from people who are actually supporting a guitar build for autism. You for $15, you little piece of garbage. He's right on that edge, and I'm going to start putting everything together so that I can tear him apart online. Okay, and I'm going to ask you guys to help me out and spread this so that we can make sure that not only does he see this, that he gets some flack from it. Okay. I want him shaken up, and I want him to feel like he needs to give me my stuff, and I think he should give it to us for free now. So I'm going to be a bit of a jerk towards this guy. Yeah, totally must have lost it, right? I'm pretty sure I did not do the friends and family thing or whatever they call it over at PayPal. I'm pretty sure I did it regular, so I should be able to get PayPal to go after him. But if I can't, or if it doesn't matter, I'm gonna just like rip him apart online. I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna go over to Etsy and we'll do what I can to make sure that he can't be working at Etsy anymore. And for that to work, this needs to really like get people who need to seem pissed off. You know what I'm saying? So uh, I might need some help, but we'll see. So we've been slowed down on that one. Not a huge deal, but yeah. And I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting for the stuff to come from um, from Geiger. It's been 2 weeks since my last conversation with them, and they told me, "Don't worry, we're not going to talk to you until it ships, but it should ship next Monday." Today makes more than a week since that Monday. It's 2 weeks since our last conversation. So, uh, yeah, I'm going to be finding out what's going on with that too. So, because I got to get this guitar built together. Which brings me to another thing. I got the pick guard. All right. Yeah. So, I think we're gonna find a little time and at least start putting everything in the pick guard tonight. Okay. So, um, so we'll do that in a few minutes. The top of the numbers tell a different story. It should not be a 5 in the middle number. Are you talking about the like the codes to tell you what a pot is? That I don't know. Uh, it's my only experience with potentiometers has been the ones that they actually say the numbers on the back. Right? This one got it. Some of them don't though. The Chinese ones don't always. Uh, yeah. See, this doesn't have anything on it. This is the one you sent me, and there's nothing on this. But there's ways to test. I got the multimeter. I guess I could look it up, and we can figure out how to test them and see what they are. Right. So, um, so the pick guard is clear blue. Actually, baby boy, it's funny you said that because when I opened the package, I thought the same thing. I was like, no, I didn't want this, but you know what? It's kind of cool. Maybe I should keep it like this. And then I was getting kind of like excited about it. Like, yeah, all right, this would kind of be cool. I'm all right with this. And then I got that. That's what I saw that on the back. Please note that your clear pick guard is not blue. So, yeah, so I got to peel this off, but I didn't want to peel it off until we were ready to do anything. So maybe we'll do that tonight. Where are we at? We're at 22 minutes in, guys. We got 11 people. Hey, everybody, do me a favor. If you're hanging out, please say hi. Love to know who's here. All right. And for anybody who's wants to know what's going on, we're doing the autism build. Right. We're doing a guitar build for autism. Igor is his name. He looks a little bit like a Frankenstein Strat, but not quite. And he's going to end up being a whole lot more, if you ask me. But we're taking, if you'd like to help us with that, I got shirts, which all the profits from are going to come and help the build. So you can support the build that way, and you get a way you can tell the world that you did it. Or in a little while, I'm going to be taking sponsorships for people to be on the back of the pick guard. So if you'd like to do that, I'm going to come up with some numbers for that. Right, and then so there's going to be options if people would like to help us with the build because we are a bit in the red right now with the build. So there's plenty of room for people who would like to help support that. Okay. Anyway, so let's see what we got here. Yeah, I would love to know who's here. Like I said, I'm not an expert. Either way, it sounds phenomenal. Yeah, man. If that's ultimately that's all that matters, right? I mean, my T's guitar, my SBH HD is actually one of the early ones, a prototype, and it's got 250K pots in it. It's supposed to have 500s. I love the way it sounds as it is. So okay, so this is the top. All right, this is one. It's just straight cut. There's no beveled edge on this. I don't know if you could see that. Can you tell? So what else is going on, guys? If there's anybody, you know what? Is there anybody in here who's not saying hi, who has picked up a diamond guitar? All right. Cool. All right, thank you, baby boy. Yeah, you can see that. Cool. All right. So I almost want it to be that blue though. That blue is this actual blue is perfect for this build. I think. You know, if it were a bit transparent, perfect. So, all right, that's one. And now we do the back. So, just check the website. They still have quite a few models. Oh, that's good to know because hell, I might want to get another one. Oh, this guitar is going to be absolutely insane. I am going to be the cockiest SOB talking about this guitar. I swear to God, guys. All right. Once this guitar is built, I'm going to be telling the world that this is the most epic electric guitar that's ever been built. All right. Because in my mind, in certain ways, it is. Right. We're taking the inspiration from a Frankenstrat and we're going further with it. Okay. So if that's not being more epic, I don't know what is. Right. And we're giving it a whole new message. And we're using the inspiration of the original to help us uh, help us figure out where we're going to be creative and put all that extra symbolism on the guitar. All right, this is not coming out exactly. I'm like, there it is, pain in my butt. All right, Snug. Yeah, Snug. If you could find $150, any of those guitars, you're probably going to be very happy with. All right, and think about this: even if you end up with one that you don't want, it's such a low price, you could turn around, flip it to somebody else as a used guitar because they're supposed to be even the least expensive one in this whole lineup. I checked. It's supposed to be at least like $300. Okay, those are the Halcyons, the ones with the body route, the top route. Those Halcyons with the top route are like $300. So at $150, okay, you can sell it for 200, 250 as as used. You might be able to make a little money on them, right? Remember, I don't know if you guys paid attention when those Indio guitars from Monoprice, they were blowing out their highest end one in its ugliest finish. It was like a gray burst, and they were getting rid of it. They were selling them for as low as $45. I missed out on it, but some guys were turning around selling those on eBay for $300, and they're getting it. All right, there we go. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to move the camera so you guys can have a shot down and see what I'm doing, okay? In the meantime, I need elbow room. Sorry. But definitely, if I had the cash, I would get one of those. Definitely the best reason to build one. TSA, I'm a little lost at the moment. I'm sorry. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, okay, I went back a little. Yeah. Yeah, the best reasons. I got it. I got you. Yeah, it's absolutely the best reason to build it. To make it more epic. To do this, what we're doing. Oh, I had the means, I'd buy every one of those diamonds and set up. Right, right. At those prices, you could undercut a world music supply when they're selling them at full retail. You know, and make some money. So, uh, yeah, that would be a great deal. But you got to be one of those hustlers who's got the extra cash, and when they see these things, they just automatically buy 10. You know. So I'm sure you're going to find a bunch of these on eBay and Reverb. Watch. Especially the higher end ones. Those are gone probably. Those are definitely going to be on Reverb. So first thing I got to do now is I got to take these out of these. So, and yeah, that goes on the bottom, right? These are supposed to face each. Oh, geez. All right. That's it. This is the neck. So What you think of that guitar I redid on Instagram? I gave it the full Massengill cleanup too. Yeah, the you're talking about the Guild JMK? I just responded to it now. It looks great. I like that stubby cut that they have. It really does remind me of a Fernandez. Which, by the way, if you ever get your hands on a Fernandez LP, if nothing else, keep those pickups. Those pickups are very much like a 50, like PAFs. And there are lots of old school guys who would take those pickups and put them in, take them out and like put them in a Les Paul, and take out the factory ones and sell those. So I said I was going to do this and change the angle, didn't I? So let me do that. Give me a moment, guys. This should only be awkward for a moment. All right, maybe more than a moment. Sorry. Oh, okay. You don't need to see that. All right. YouTube doesn't need to see that, right? The rest of us don't really give a shit. We're adults. So, all right. So I got that. It looks like it plays nice, JMK. That it went from looking black to that nice blue. Did you paint that blue? Or was it just so covered with stickers that it looked black? Okay. We're going to take all these out. We're going to put all new gold hardware in here too. I got that stuff lined up. The blue was underneath everything? Really? Was it just my eyes, or did it actually look more or less black in person? So, okay, that's one. This one's not quite out. There we go. Okay. So now we got these red. Now we got these. We're gonna have to do something with those. They're nice. I'm telling you, man, this Geiger stuff's nice. So where'd I put these screws? Here we go. So see if I can't get the pickups in this pick guard before the end of the video, before the live is over. All right. Woo. Now the old man eyes got to get working here. There we go. Light. Yeah. So, okay. What was that? That was on. See how they look over the pick guard with the gold? Or are you talking about that? Why is it that when I'm trying to shine a light right on this, you can't see anything? Yeah, right? Dave Murray, right? All right. Maybe it's just better for me to leave it there. It gets reasonable like that way. Okay, so all right, so we're gonna do these. Which would you use, JMK? Would you use these? Or would you use the long ones? The rings. Oh, okay. Baby boy, you're talking about the rings? Yeah, I was thinking about putting the rings on there too, but these rings are actually they're too tall. They're raised. We need flat ones. But they do look good. All right. On the body and everything, yeah, they would look really good. So I'm just using these. Here we go. Let's see how long this frustrates me before I get it in. No worries, baby boy. We all know the horrors of autocorrect. Come on now. Oh, can I line it up, please? I'm left-handed. I did this backwards for me. And where's it? There it is. Okay. All right. All right. I know. These are really just supposed to be for single coils, and I'm trying to use them on humbuckers. Skip it. Go to the other ones. So, yeah, no scratch, thank God. So, it's all right. No damage. La, 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 la. Right? It'll go in there, right? It is supposed to. No. All right, these aren't going. So now I look like a noob. Oh, well. Oh, stoner, haha, yeah. Says the guy from California. Who's probably got that his stoner card. Hey, JMK, I wanted to ask you, how many bands are you in right now? It seems like you're in at least 2, maybe 3. All right. I'm going to help myself by doing this the right way for me. Maybe this wasn't such a good idea to do this live. 2 bands? All right. Come on, cocksucker, get in there. In a minute, I'm going to say, fuck this. Shouldn't take this long. Pain in my ass. You're a pain in my ass. Finally. Uh, a Brooklyn attitude. Well, yes and no. I am a born and raised Staten Islander, actually, but we're not too far removed from Brooklyn, especially since a lot of the people on Staten Island these days are all from Brooklyn. It just doesn't want to move. I don't know, guys. This is giving me a problem. I might have to just take it easy, walk away, because I don't want to scratch this shit either. So I think I'll try and get this one started. But after that, I think I'm going to have to smoke a bowl. Yeah, I know, baby boy. That was my problem. I was doing it reverse-handed for myself, and I set myself up bad. As soon as I got situated, once it was better. But usually, I can get it laying flat somehow. But any builder will tell you this is one of the biggest pains in the asses. You know? Come on. There we go. Okay. There we go. All right. Now we're cooking with gas. I might be screwing this right into my desk, but we're cooking with gas. This one don't want to move. I'm not forcing it. I got to play around with this. All right. So, fuck. All right. So, I got to take a minute, guys. I got to walk away. Sorry. Only government approved hemp in Bama, huh? Really? Wow. All right. At least you can get something in Bama. It wasn't all that long ago that all states wouldn't let you do anything, right? If you wanted to do something, you had to drink and have a hangover the next day. So, all right. So, I'm going to take a minute. What can we do, guys? Where are we at? 43 minutes, 44. All right. So, we're in minute 44. Not too bad. So, I'm going to be trying to get this stuff done sometime this week. I got to finish shooting a couple of videos. I'm trying to do some lighter stuff. Well, we talk about that because I want to ask you guys something. These videos, the last couple of videos I did, they were just, for the holidays. But what if I were to do some kind of reactions? Would you guys be into that? And I'm not talking about like the usual guitar, music reactions. Talking about things that would be more guitar player specific than like music. Although if you guys wanted to see me react to music, we could do that too. I would be interested in reacting to things like, I haven't heard, that kind of stuff. So, but I need to do some more videos, and I need to do videos that are faster, have a faster turnaround than the ones I currently make. So I think I'm going to try a couple of reactions. Has anybody seen Crossroads? And I'm not talking about the Britney Spears movie. Any of you guys see the movie Crossroads? I know you guys, a lot of you are in my age range. We could actually do that, JMK. I would not be opposed to that at all. I think that would actually be pretty cool. I think that would be something that'd be a little more within our circle than to be like the broader YouTube audience. But that's definitely something I wouldn't mind doing. Yes, TSA, Ralph Macchio, JMK, Steve I. Yeah, all right, cool. So I actually did this once before a long time ago. I was thinking about doing it again because I see people doing it now, uh, reacting to the guitar battle. You know, has anyone ever seen one of those? All right. See, it seems that people are doing pretty good with them, and I figured, hey, maybe I'll do that again. Pardon me, guys. Time? Okay. Well, I know there's a lot of things I can call you, but only approved names, right? No, I'm kidding. So, seen what? I missed that. JMK. I was talking about Crossroads. So it seems like you guys have all seen it. So I was thinking about doing the. Oh, I'm sorry. Now I got you. Seen what? There's some reactions to the guitar battle between Steve Vai and Ralph Macchio. So yeah, that's a really good I saw it in the theater too. I saw it, I saw it about half a dozen times at least. No problem. I will always call you on time. So, Steve Vai played his part, and the older black gentleman in the background actually played Ralph's part. I I hadn't heard that. I know Roy Cooter played, Ralph's part, but I don't know what if Roy Cooter is black or white. I thought he was a white guy. HBO back in the day. Yeah, it's an awesome movie. It's really cool. I just wish it wasn't made in the age that you had to make a movie like within an hour and 45 minutes. It had to be done. Because it's the movie suffers a little bit from needing a little more time to tell the story. And if it just told a little more story and key moments, it would have been truly epic. But it's great for what it is, and it does a really good job overall of telling that story. And I'd watch that movie again, no problem. Let's- I've heard people say that. I've heard actually Steve Vai say something about playing both parts, so he may have played at least some of it. But Roy Cooter is actually mentioned in the credits. A man lived in the same dorm as Steve Vai at Berkeley in the late '70s. Well, this. Oh, that was cool. That's cool. That's good. See. So you get. It's just kind of frustrating when you get like that close to that kind of like you get into those outer circles of the inner circle, and yeah, yeah, okay, yeah, because I know Roy Kuda did some, but anyway, so I'm thinking about doing that reaction, and I'm looking for other things to do, like that, so more guitarist specific things, but still something that might appeal to a broader audience. I don't know. So if you guys have anything you can think of that you would like to see me do in a video, let me know. What it doesn't have to be a reaction, or I'm just saying now in general. If there's anything you'd like to see us work on, play the Paganini part. Right. Okay. Yeah, that's only the hardest guitar part on earth. Right. Yeah, that Paganini part. That's such an inside thing too. That Paganini part, right? Because Paganini was believed to have like made his own deal with the devil, right? And I think that was the piece he wrote, uh, supposedly after. I don't know. It's a good video to do, get all the facts that other people miss. Yeah, yeah, it's funny because I actually watched one today. I watched a reaction to it today, and, I felt kinda the same way because there was well, first, They called him Ralph Macchio. So and their lack of knowledge about guitar playing and all that was cool for their excitement and all that. You know what I mean? But it also showed that they missed a few things, you know. And like early in the movie, they're traveling to get to the crossroad, or about the midpoint anyway, and the train goes by, and Willie actually uses that to they're having an argument at the time, and he's like, "No, man, that ain't the blues. This look, you got to learn how to make it sound like life. You know what I mean? Like that train and all this other stuff." And um, so if they had like made a little more of that moment and then brought it to into the battle more, because if you notice, the battle starts with Steve Vai doing train sounds, right? Which goes right to the lesson. So but those things needed a little more breathing time. And I could have been pointing out those kinds of things. You know what I'm saying? Where someone who hadn't seen that movie, they could only really react as to the skill level of the guitar playing. You know. So yeah, Capriccio number 5, right? Find new music. Yeah, you can. If you guys have stuff that you'd like me to check out, I can do reactions to that stuff too. And that would be cool because we're all in kind of the same age range, and we all kind of have similar tastes, I think. And so, but not. It's not like we all exclusively Metallica fans. You know what I mean? So, introduce me to stuff, man, and we'll definitely throw some of JMK's bands in the mix too, and see if we can get some traction videos with those. You know what I mean? And maybe get him some views in return, because band needs help, right? Bands need supporting. Malaguena, yes, that's a good one. That's a good one. And you picked the perfect one for me, man, because uh, the first time I decided I want to learn how to play guitar, I was 4, and I was watching him play Malaguena on Hee-Haw. And I said, I want to be like that. I want to play like him. And evidently, at some point, his family lived on Staten Island for a little while. I don't know. My mom was like, "Oh yeah, he used to live on Staten Island," but she used to tell me a lot of that. But then again, everyone else that she said about that actually was an actor or famous person who lived on Staten Island. So Hee Haw was the shit for a while. But when you only have 3 channels to choose from, anything that made you laugh was the shit. So time when you get your chance to come up to New York, you have to see how you have to try buying weed up here, because these days you just go to the store. And it's about half the price it used to be. I'm buying the same weed I was buying for $40 a bag for $20 a bag. So after Roy Clark, yes, yeah, okay, yeah, I get it now. TSA, you were reacted, you were responding to JMK, and yes, I saw that back in the day too. I remember that one, 4 channels, but then it was Lawrence Welk. Yes, Lawrence Welk. Wow, I remember Lawrence Welk. I actually enjoyed Lawrence Welk with my parents. 20 dispensaries. Yeah. Do you need to get an ID, like something that says, "Hey, you have a medical need for it"? Because I don't need that. I just walk into the store. I know across the river from me in Jersey, you got to have that ID. They make it very easy to get, but they're also in Jersey trying to make it so that, if you have that, you really can't work. So interesting, right? Yes, dude, that man could blow away anybody. Les Paul, um, that was shredding. That was shredding back in the day. And Mary Ford could blow away most people who play today too, right? She kicks ass, or kicked ass. Rest in peace, both of them. And thank you, Les, for everything you gave music. And that's saying a lot. One and a two and we gotta. So now, guys, with all these guitars I got too many. Um, I have some project guitars. Yes, actually, JMK, he was still playing in that bar. It was called the Iridium. His band still plays there today. It's called the Iridium. It's in the Village, and he played there until about a few weeks before he passed away. He was 95 and still playing there. Yeah, and I heard he was an absolute asshole in person too. Right? So, right? All hell Les Paul. You know what? He can be a shit. I don't care. We had two CBS. We had Channel 2 CBS, 7 ABC, 4 NBC, 9. Yeah, oh yeah, you're up here in New York State with me too. Yeah, yeah. So you got the same setup I have. Yes, no, he was still not. He was like 94, 95 when he passed, and he was playing right up until he died. He fell ill and then never returned. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, and him and Leo, Les Paul and Leo Fender, we have everything to thank for. Okay. uh, and yeah, without the two of them, and it really is the two of them, we wouldn't have the solid body electric guitar, right? Because Leo had to come out with it before Gibson would give it any credibility and believe in it and make them. So without Leo, we don't get Les. Uh, but eventually, because of Les, we probably eventually would have gotten what we got from Leo, right? Remember can you remember when HBO was a little box with a switch on the back of your TV? It was just a little box. It was to access channel 3, and you kind of locked it out with that box. And when you flip that, you can access the channel. Right? We're old as fuck, huh? So, wow, we're just about an hour, guys. So, yeah, I think I'm going to work on this over the next few days. All right, I'll try and try and start making headway and shoot that sometime this week, if not next week. Hopefully, I'll have the whole body built, and I will find out more about this guy who ripped me off. And I'm gonna track down everything I can about him online, without looking like a crazy person, and blow up his spot on social media. And so we're going to start working on that stuff. And all this while I'm trying to do more videos, catch up on the Guitar Kit World guitar, build Igor, and do reviews for now 2 guitars. And I got to go to my job and sleep. Wires with the cable thing to screw in the coax. Yes, yes, very similar, baby boy, to the Switch for the Nintendo. Hopefully it was the mail, and they will show up tomorrow. Remember when TBS was the only cable station? Yeah, remember that? Yeah, hopefully it was the mail. You're right. You're right, Snug. Hopefully it was the mail, and they do show up. I don't want to have a problem with the guy. And you're right to say that, because we are experiencing a similar issue thanks to my own little screw up. Uh, and with the postal service, they actually held that in limbo in a bin somewhere for like 2 weeks, 3 weeks before they decided to scan it again and send it back to me. So a lot of things happen, but yeah. Well, I want to get these from him, because he has, not just because he has the money, but now because it's a matter of principle. So I'm going to try and um, I want to shake him up enough to think, okay, listen, here's your stuff, or here's your money back. Please leave me alone, right? And then I'll leave him alone. Okay, I don't want to, bring the cops in it or anything like that. I will try to do PayPal as well. I'll see if that is a possibility, and if that's a possibility, that's great. All's done. Otherwise, then I'll do the research. So I got things to do. There's a lot going on, and I'm going to be putting out another video with this video editing, hopefully within a couple of days. And once I'm done with that one, I'll begin working on a reaction video. So keep an eye out for that. All right. And I got a couple other ideas for non-review videos, things I could do a little bit faster. So that are holiday related. So I'm going to try and put those out as well. It's at least one more, maybe two. I don't know. But but I feel like I got to take advantage of the holiday season with this stuff and see what happens. So, all right. And, but hopefully by the end of the month, Geiger, it's up to you now. Hopefully by the end of the month, we still have this guitar built. Fingers crossed. That was the goal. So, all right. And that's an hour, guys. Sorry we didn't get further with doing this pick guard, but we always have the videos, right? And I will see you guys soon in another live video every Sunday. And keep an eye out for the videos. I'm gonna try and pick it up a little bit and see what I can do. I don't know how well I'm gonna do on that, but I'm gonna try to kind of maintain what I've got going on right now over the last 2 weeks, week or so. You know what I mean? Anyway, I'm rambling. It's bedtime. You guys are awesome. I'm RJ. What's going on here? Hey. Okay. Oh, there we go. Ah, that's better. All right. So, good night, everybody. Take care.